What is going on, beautiful folks? Welcome to another episode of Story Time with Lee Hammock, your favorite self-aware narcissist. Today, got an email entitled 56-year-old female narc, 15-year relationship, y'all. So, gonna hop right into it, y'all. Not gonna waste any of y'all's time. So let's go ahead and get it. It's time for Story Time with Lee. Now sit back, get comfortable, and listen while I help make sense of your story. Now listen, while I make sense of your story. So shout out to this individual for sending this in. I haven't read the full thing. I glanced at it. I'm just like, okay, let me do this one. Yeah, okay. Okay. Been in that, hey Lee, here's my narc situation. Been in a 15-year relationship with this 56-year-old female narc. Okay. We met at work in 2009. The work relationships, y'all. Now, at the time, she was 41 and I was 30 years old. And of course, now I'm 45 and she's 56. Just like in all of your vids, she love bombed me in the beginning. Was great. But there were also red flags of her controlling nature after the love bombing. She would be, he had a list right here, y'all, attention seeking, triangulating, devaluing me, gaslighting, and be unapologetic. She was also married at the time we met. I knew of it afterwards and continued the relationship. Okay. So for 15 years, it's been ups and downs. She claims she is only intimate with me and only wants me. She even recorded him admitting that they don't have sex, and it's been years since they have. So I believed it. Oh wait, I told y'all I didn't read the whole thing. So she's still married now? Huh. Was always good to her and only asked her for the basics, like healthy communication and working out our problems without arguing. Unfortunately, there was always an argument over the pettiest things. Fast forward to now, about a week ago, we had another argument that I wanted no parts of, but she provoked me by raising her voice and cussing at me. I had enough of her. I had enough and told her, I'm done with this relationship. Don't come around me again. She said, go on then. I sort of shoved her out of my way to get by. I didn't push her. Uh-oh. She then snatched my headphones off of me and broke them. Text her later that day. I want my new headphones or $160 by tomorrow. If I don't get them, I'm coming to your house for it. No response. So I went by her house the next day, knocked for about 7 minutes. Nobody answered. But I'm sure she or they heard and saw me. I just left after that. Wait, went to the crib? Oh, damn. So this is interesting. I thought y'all had been living together or something like this. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay. So I went by her house the next day, not for 7 minutes. Okay. I left after that and haven't been back to her house, though I see her at work. See, I'm still working together. It's been about 10 days since we've spoken, and I have no intention of speaking to her again. However, I'm concerned about her coming back, stalking, and hoovering. She's done that throughout 15 years. I think she only wanted me for sex because she wasn't asking me for money or anything else. In fact, during the good times, she's bought me expensive gifts, as I've done for her. Anyway, that's my narc, and if you could give me any insight about it, I really appreciate it. I'm still educating myself on NPD. Love your channel. Thanks for all the support. Okay, so this was turned out to be a doozy. That's why I said I don't like. I will read bits and pieces of it, y'all. Just see if I can do it, and whatnot. But yeah, so handy dandy. I need to get a stinger. You know, like my little time for story time with Lee. I need a stinger for handy dandy red flag. So if y'all can send me a stinger that says handy dandy red flag, I would greatly appreciate it. I would love it. You can send the stinger to here at mental illness or your story to mentalillness85@gmail.com. Time. Now, but seriously, so I always say, you know, the work relationships are always kind of a faux pas to me because work, you spend more time at work than you do at home a lot of times, right? And a lot of people, it's like you spend more time with your coworkers than you do with the people in your household, like more awake time, because if you work from 9 to 5, whatever the schedule is, you spend more conscious time with the people at work. So it's easier to form these bonds with people that you work with and whatnot. I met a couple of my exes at work. Even my toxic ex, I met her at work when we used to work together. So it's just like in this space, yes, I was toxic to you, but in this space, like you get close to these people, you learn things about them, and that's what happens. They suck you into their space. And yes, they do use you for their needs. You like to be in a narcissistic person's life, right? You have to serve a purpose. There has to be a purpose of why you're there. It could be sex, it could be companionship, it could be whatever in this space right here. And yeah, you said she called him on the phone. That's kind of wild right there. Unless they have this open relationship dynamic, it sounds like she's been having a 15-year affair, which is insane to me. 15 years of ups and downs. So I was just like, at first I thought y'all was in like a committed relationship, but it's just like this seemed like you've been on the side for 15 years. And because y'all work together, is she probably going to talk to you again? I know you don't have any intent on talking to her, but because you work together, then yeah, she probably gonna say something to you, or you might say something to her. It might be unavoidable. I don't know your particular work situation, but it might be unavoidable and whatnot. But as far as the other space right there, you shoved her out the way. A lot of people would say that's a push. You gotta watch that, because like if that happens again, what happens? You shove her. She's recording you. She calls the police, calls whoever, and just like, oh, he hit me, he pushed me. Yeah, watch out. Control them reactions. I'm just telling you. You know what I mean? Control those reactions. So you said, I'm done with this relationship. And she said, don't come around me, and said, don't come around me again. She said, go on then. You get a lot of narcissistic people that have their egos are so high that she might give you the silent treatment or try to wear you down and just come around you into your environment or into your space to try to get you to talk to her, to try to get you to reach out to her, to try to get you to, to try to antagonize you and start a conversation, or just ask you a general question or something like that. But I think she would rather you talk to her than her talk to you, because her ego is up her. Because like they can't get, like when you're dealing with narcissistic person, whatever, they can't give you the simplest things. Let's be real. They can barely give you the simplest things. If you ask them no arguments, you're going to argue. If you ask them no cheating, they're going to cheat. If you ask them a lot of different things, they're going to do this type of stuff right here. So I don't like that. I feel like you got to figure out what your goal is right here. Because if are y'all going to be together forever? That's permanent. I don't like I said, that's why I'm confused at right here, because she's in her 50s and whatnot, you in your 40s. So what's the goal here? Is your goal to settle down, or what is going on here? Because dealing with her, she gonna keep you around the loop. Like she gonna keep you right here where she is, because it serves her. You know what I mean? It serves her. And it's like there were red flags of her controlling nature. Yeah, she wants to be in control. She wants to be in charge. She wants what she wants. So yeah, she's going to be attention seeking because she wants you to only notice her. I'm pretty sure there are other women in the workplace as well. She's going to be triangulating to get you to focus on her. To get you to focus on her. You might try to triangulate you with her husband and whatnot as well. I think she did that when she actually talked to her. What'd you say? She claims she's only intimate with me, only wants me. She even recorded him admitting that they don't have sex, and it's been years since they have. So I believe this. I don't know how true that is. I don't know, like if he knew you were on the phone. I don't know the context of that, but to me, it just sounds like a lie. Because why are they still together? Why are they still living together? Why are they still married? If, like I said, why are they still married if they're not doing anything? That just seems kind of asinine to me. Again, I know people stay together and some people disconnect. They stay together for the kids or the grandkids, or just to hold up an image or whatever. But to me, every time I hear that, it ends up being a lie. You know what I mean? It just ends up being a lie. You laying in the bed with somebody every single night for, I don't know how long she's been married, but she's been married at least 15 years. I'm going to go say 20, 30 years maybe. You've been married 30 years. You ain't done nothing in 15. But with you, for me, the lie detector, the lie detector determined that is a lie. You know what I mean? To me, that's just what it feels like. It just feels like she's lying when in that space right there. She was also what I got confused. You said she was also married at the time we met. I knew of it afterwards and continued the relationship. I didn't hear you say she got divorced. I'm assuming that she's still married. So it just in that space, she would keep you around to try to serve a purpose, but also I would be prepared for this as well. She might try to start flirting with somebody else in the workspace to try like you said it earlier. She's a triangulator, so she might absolutely try to triangulate somebody else against you, like try to antagonize you in the workplace to make you jealous or whatever she has going on, to try to get back into her life and into her space. So that absolutely might be what comes next for you. So you gotta watch out for that. And also, if I was her, let me put myself in her shoes, right? If I was her, I would go buy you some headphones. If I really wanted you back, I would just buy you some headphones, leave them on your desk, leave them in your locker, leave them on the hood of your car, and under, I would leave them somewhere with a note. And that's how I would hoover you back in, you know? and offer you some, offer you some sex. Here's some headphones. Meet me here at a certain time, and whatnot. But also, like I said, you come by her house. I just feel like, and nobody came to the door. I just don't know, like, what he's gonna hurt me. He's gonna harm me. Watch out for that. He's stalking me. He's harassing me. Woo! They gonna come get you. They will come get you. So I would just say, in this space right here, just be prepared for her to try to hoover. Possibly, she might not. Like I said, I could be wrong, but the red flag, don't be lying like that. You know what I mean? The red flag. I just look. I gotta whip it out. I gotta hold it like this. Just watch out. Anyways, shout out to you for sending it in. I like when guys send me stuff in as well, y'all. I appreciate that. Because it's not all men are not narcissistic people, but you gotta kind of watch out as well, because you're on the other side of this, having an affair with this married woman. So it doesn't paint you in the best light right there. Because, like, what's the goal? I don't think it's been 15 years. She's not leaving her husband. This is what you'll be dealing with until you get tired of it. But anyways, y'all, thanks for sending it in. Shout out to this guy. Y'all can send y'all stuff in, to mentalhealness85@gmail.com. I appreciate every single one of y'all. And as always, I'm out. Peace.